So they can try to get a clue about you, but they really can't because you're cloaked. God has cloaked you. So there's many things that individuals wonder about you. They really want to know, but they cannot know because it's none of their business, really. But besides that, it's just about the protection that you have from your spirit family. God protects those who God wants protection for everyone. However, some people put themselves into situations where there's no protection. So sometimes individuals could fault God for things that have happened to them. However, there's things that happen because they're supposed to in order for you to get to a certain place. So God knows if certain things don't happen in your life and you don't have certain experiences, you won't be ready for the blessing when it comes. And you might lose it or misuse it. Okay? Which is the reason why you are cloaked. Many of you are cloaked. So, what I previously said, that's for those who have trouble taking accountability for their choices. However, for those of you who know that you're cloaked and know that you're protected by God because you walk with God on a regular basis, you walk with from a place of love and purity, then you know that you are protected because you are a part of the master plan. Any soul that is a part of the master plan, they have some extra special protection. Okay? So just know that the only person that can expose you is yourself, really, if you decide to give too much to someone who does not deserve that much of you. Okay? So because there's people in your life that have been around you for so long that all of a sudden well, not really all of a sudden, because they most likely felt like this for the entire duration of the relationship, but they'll feel like they have some type of say in your life, some type of control over you, not for good reasons at all, not to mentor you or help you and improve your circumstances. It's usually just so they can feel a false sense of power over your life. And if you allow them to take ownership of that stance over your life, then they can manipulate your soul's calling. Okay? And they can cause you to ignore your soul's cry when your soul cries out to you to go into a certain direction. So just always know that and hold on to that, because you are cloaked. So you don't really have to worry about, if I do this, then what's going to happen. That's no way to live. It's no way to live. So if you're feeling fearful of everything, just know fear is just a projection from an experience or circumstances, and like relational circumstances have implanted on your spirit, and it's time to clean that off of you. Okay, you have to clean that off of you and start to think differently about your own circumstances, just because you have the right to and because you ought to, for your own benefit. Okay. Many times we give other individuals too much power over our lives, not recognizing that we have the ability to change the circumstances in our own lives if we just detach ourselves from certain people and certain places and certain habits, because there are some habits that can cause you to weaken your auric field and decrease your power or eliminate it completely if you tend to do things that are not good for you for too long, or think certain ideologies that are harmful to your future. Okay? One who is cloaked knows where they're going. I just heard. One who is cloaked knows where they're going, because you know that you have God's covering over you. And you know, because you're in consistent, continuous commune with God on a regular basis through meditation, through being open to synchronicities around you, and to also that spirit communication when you really receive downloads and messages and you know that they're coming from beyond. Okay? You are cloaked because you are special, because you chose to do the work on yourself so that you can get to that point of hearing the messages and being able to interpret them. Many of you have the gift, but right now you have too much. I heard too much soot from other people's fires. Other people blowing their fire at you. You have too much soot on you. You know soot? It's ashes, basically. And it just looks like dirt. Like dark dirt. Not brown, but dark. Like black. Powder. Soot looks like black powder. So if you put soot over a mirror, you won't be able to see your reflection. So that means other people that are spewing their fire at you, not for good reasons, not to motivate a situation and make things better and encourage positive change, it's to just dump on you. Like dump all of their filth on you so that they can release it, and then you're left with their energy, especially if you're an empathic person. And you could really feel people's energy as if it's your own. That's not good for an empath if you don't know how to filter it. Once you learn how to filter it, you know, you do that at your own risks, or at your own choice. But be careful of those who just try to blow their fire at you and create this film over you of darkness to where it's hard for you to see yourself, because you'll be consumed by their life so much that you forget about your own. I'm hearing some people say that they want help, but they really just don't know how to really get it from you, because the type of help they want is toxic. There's many people that are so broken that if you're doing something good, they try to knock it down. You know, they try to knock it down because they don't see themselves doing what you're doing, so they'll try to find, they'll put their fears on you, basically, is what I'm getting. They'll put their fears on you and make you start to second guess where you're going, or at least try to. But when someone like you, I feel like many of you are sturdy in what you believe, so no matter what somebody says to you, you're still immovable. And that's a beautiful thing, because that's where we all need to be. And many of us are not there. And I'm hoping that I'm leading you to this place, because that's my goal, so that you could be sturdy within oneself and trust in your relationship with God, and moving from a place of righteousness, love, and awareness, balance as well. Those are some key points that we all need to live by so that we can thrive within the chaos. Okay? Thrive within the chaos. I like how that sounds, because it's true. Thrive within the chaos. One moment, please. I'm hearing God built his chosen like a brick house. You know, stone and brick is strong. You know, it doesn't just come down easy. The whole earth would have to crumble beneath stone and brick for it to fall. The foundation would have to be bad in order for brick to fall or be destroyed. And it still wouldn't necessarily be destroyed. It would still be intact, but it would sink. Don't allow individuals with weak foundations to show up acting as if they support you, because individuals like this will cause you to sink. And we swimming, okay? So make sure you're in that mindset when individuals come around you as if they support you, however, they would be the reason for you to sink. And you can tell by how they speak to themselves, really. If you see someone speaking to themselves in a very negative way and putting themselves down and choosing not to believe in themselves, you can lead them to the water, but if they don't drink it, there's nothing you can do about that. And it's not for you to be sitting there trying to put all of your energy into trying to make someone see something that they're refusing to look at. Because some people get stuck complaining, and I just find that so aggravating, because it's like, I know that the complaints are not going to do anything to help that person, but they want to continue to stay there. Okay, so anytime you see that, just know where they are in their spiritual journey, and just know that you cannot be a part of that, because they're not willing to adjust their ways in order to become better. And at that point, you're in your stage of life where you've went through that already, and you have found your way out. And when you try to be there for someone and they don't want to accept it, then they have to be left there, because that's where they want to be. They've clearly told you that when they continue to talk about what's not working, instead of changing that to what could work, what can work. Oh no, that's wrong, that's wrong. Okay, so what's right? Okay, and if it's not right, how are we gonna make it right? This is the mindset that we are supposed to be on, and that we should be on, but many people get stuck. Okay, so anyone that's like that, just know you are cloaked from them for a reason, you know. And I just heard that some people that didn't really want to be around you like that, they could find themselves trying to see about you. But you already know what that is, so just remind yourself of that, because I feel like many of you might experience that. Like maybe your phone might be ringing and you see in some numbers that you didn't expect to see, and it's like, what? Okay. It's giving that energy. It's giving you're feeling something from it, so take heed to what you feel. You've been cloaked because you're on a mission. Okay, your life is purposeful, and you're living in your purpose. Don't allow anybody to be in the way of your purpose, because if they don't care enough about you to recognize what you're doing and support you regardless of anything, then they're not good for you. Okay, there's too many people getting weighed down by other people's disbelief in their own life, and that has to stop, because it could depending on where you are in your phase of your spirituality, it can make you feel like you can't do something. It can make you feel like it can make you adopt their ways of thinking, and Spirit definitely does not want that for you, because that is going to take you off of your path that you've been created to experience, because your life is an experience. You are fruitful. Some of you could like green. I see an avocado here with the charm came out. It's an avocado. Avocado is a fruit, not a vegetable. In some Caribbean cultures, they call an avocado a pear. Okay? Many of you are very loving. I heard soft on the inside and tough on the outside. Many of you are funny, loving, and caring, but you've had this hard shell on, because you've been in protect myself mode, and which, I mean, that's a good thing, but you shouldn't have to feel that way in every environment. Like you have to be ready to break something down. Like we shouldn't be feeling like that, because that's heavy. That makes us heavy. So there should always be environments that you could be in that could give you time to relax and not have to feel like you are in fight mode. It's not healthy. It's not good for your heart. There's a time for everything, and you shouldn't feel like you have to fight all the time. There should be a resting time where you can commune with your spirit family, commune with God, and evaluate yourself and make sure that you're okay spiritually. Because even a warrior needs time to rest. Okay? Even a leader needs time to check themselves. Actually, especially a leader, because leaders have the most responsibility, and usually leaders are responsible for many others in a way. Not completely, but in a way, because you become a role model when you're a leader, and you don't want to lead people off a cliff. That's the worst thing someone who calls themselves a leader could do, is lead people into destruction, you know. And a leader must check themselves to make sure that that's not what they're doing. So resting and being able to laugh sometime, and being able to just take a load off and think about things that have nothing to do with the grit work, because that grunt work is hard. It's not easy. And I feel as though many of you out there are stuck in that place, and it's hard for you, and that's what makes you feel overwhelmed when you're working so much, which is good to be a go-getter and work like that, but you just have to take a rest sometimes. So those are your times of being cloaked. It's fine to take some time off and stay away from the crowd so that you can energize your battery, okay? Because God needs you to be okay in order to take action. If you're not okay, you're not going to be able to take action, and you won't be able to perform in your best shape. I just heard. I'm gonna get one more charm and then end this reading so I can go about my day out in the world. It's kind of cloudy today. I don't see the sun, and I feel a little chill from the window. I just love some windows being open. Window open in the wintertime. I'm like a polar bear or something. I don't always do this, but sometimes the heat is too hot, so then I open a window. That's that New York heat, you know. I have a cloud here. It's a cloud. I'm hearing there's a time for your head to be in the clouds. And that's when you receive the most messages. When you just allow yourself to meditate and think about nothing, then I heard God gives you everything. In those times when you rest and you think about nothing, God will give you everything. And that's when you allow your creative juices to flow, literally, because they flow to you. You don't have to bust your brain cells to try to think about something new, because God will see that your signal is open with no interference, and it's like a streamline. It's streamlined to you. Information from the cosmos are streamlined to you when you spend a day in the clouds. Then those juices get the flowing, and they don't stop going. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can. Just go to MNHONEYROSE.org, and you can do that there. All right. The sale ends January 1st, 2025, of course. So the price is going up after that. So if you want to get me on the phone at a discounted rate, you know, book now. Okay? Is there anything else you want to tell our beautiful souls today? Spirit, tell me. I heard your golden prize is already inside of you. You just need to activate it. Everything you need is inside of you. It's just about activation. If you need help, let me know, and Spirit and I will help you to see that that is so. Okay? I be rhyming, and I'm not even trying. It always happens. Okay, close the curtain. Close the curtain. Okay, my loves. So that's all I have for you. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember that the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you, my honey roses. I'll see you in the next video.